Hey there, welcome to Elite Outcome Academy. I wanted to do a little rant video here about why the world of personal development kind of sucks. A lot of the things are repeated over and over and over, and though I have gained great value from all of the great personal development leaders, mindset leaders, so forth in the industry over the last decade, I still cannot get beyond where I wanted to be, what I dreamed of being, because the action plans, frankly, are just missing. A lot of generalized pie in the sky ideas are shared, which are great. Say things like you got to get your mind right, you got to get focused, you have to be consistent, you have to do all of the things to make sure that you get your health right and your business right, all these things, right? These are all generalities. So I had to create Elite Outcome Academy in order to help you create action plans, to help me create action plans. Simple, everyday tasks in order to feel like I had the self-esteem or the self-confidence in order to really begin my life in a way that was meaningful. Meaningful not only to me, but to those around me. I have a drive that makes me want to be more of a public figure or a business owner or entrepreneur, whatever it may be. I have this drive, and so do all of these other people in the space of personal development. They have the same drive, the same hunger, really, to help people, which is the best thing about the world of personal development. The real tangible, like palpable feeling that I have, I share with all of those out there as well. The problem is nobody really gives you an action plan. Nobody really gives you what you need to do. They tell you what you need to do, but not how to get there. And this has been very evident to me over the last 10 years as I have been following entrepreneurship, business development, mindset development, all of these things. My life boils down to having a very unique kind of skill set of observation. From the age of 12, I've been studying psychology. I know that sounds crazy. You can hear this story on the videos. And simultaneously, I grew up in the streets. I grew up very poor. I grew up in drug environments and, fighting and a ton of violence and organized crime. And so the things that I've experienced are pretty insane, as well as boiling down my family relationships, which every single one of them is not fractured. Everybody has fractures within their intimate relationships, their close friends and family, but I've literally had just shattering events that have changed the course of my relationship with my family members forever. And so the boil down of Elite Outcome Academy is to choose an action, commit and complete, and then celebrate that accomplishment in very, very simple tasks. It could be doing 10 push-ups, commit, complete, celebrate. It could be organizing your desk, commit, complete, celebrate. What do I mean by celebrate? The celebration part of it is the reward system. We all work off of our brains work off of a reward system, and this is from survival instincts. We were motivated to hunt and gather in order to be able to eat, and when those foods were collected, our reward systems would just all the serotonin and dopamine and all the good hormone feelings would flood, and we would feel like not only are we able to now eat, but we're also able to provide for our community. Well, this has been broken in the last, several decades, especially, but the last 150 years, this mode of operation has basically been eliminated with the invention of the way society works today. So we have to wire this back in. We have to make sure that we are feeling accomplished, and we have to make sure that we're feeling like what we're doing is worthwhile, so that our self-esteem can rise, and then our confidence can rise, and then we can go to the next level. It's much like a video game. When you start a brand new video game, I'm not a gamer, but I'm at the age where I've watched all the gaming that can happen. You start with a very simple avatar character, and then you have to go through and gain experience that gains you points. You have to go through and collect new tools and weaponry and armor, or what have it be. And then by the time you get, so far down the road, your skills with being able to manipulate your character, as well as the items that and experience that you've collected through the character, come together, and you're able to have a much greater experience, a much greater time enjoying the game. This is the same thing with life. So what my beef is with the world of personal development is nobody gives you the action plans. A video game does. You go through, and you have to go through to do this step, and then this step, and then this step, and there's some figuring it out along the way. But for the most part, it's you do this, then this, then this, then this, and eventually you get to that place where the game is much more enjoyable because of the experience. So relating this again back to life is being able to do these simple steps in order to build up these experience points. Well, I've created a system that allows for you to do this right now, before this video is even over, because I'm gonna explain to you again the simplest of steps that can be done. It can be as simple as whatever is in front of you right now. Say my pen, the action, so choose the activity. The activity being, I am going to pick up this pen, and I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to celebrate the fact that I did that. So I have not even going through the full exercise yet, because I'm explaining it. I have the little serotonin rush from it. So because I've done it so many times, I've rewired my brain to be able to do this, and it's amazing. It wasn't always this way. You can watch many of my other videos, and you'll collect my story over watching more videos and how I've come to this place. But so the action being, choose an action. I'm going to pick up this pen, and I'm going to set it back down, and then I'm going to say, yeah, you did that. And it seems so silly to do that, but it's not. It's very, very important that you celebrate the action, because this is part of the natural reward system that we have. This is what develops self-esteem and confidence. In hunter-gatherer days, the self-esteem and confidence came from understanding when to pick fruit because it was ripe, when to harvest vegetables because they were ready, when to hunt a certain animal during a certain time of year, how to actually being able to obtain the tools and the knowledge in order to be able to hunt. And then the more times you do that, the more you become experienced, and the more confidence you have in actually being able to go and hunt and gather. Well, in life today, again, we've lost this, so we have to do it. So action, pick up the pen, set down the pen. Yeah, I did that. I followed through. So the mantra being, I did that. I followed through. I kept my promise, and I was able to complete this so simple, silly task. Now, of course, in a way, this is kind of a silly formality of what it is, but you need to do this with everyday life. Cleaning your house, making your bed, cleaning your car, making the phone call, reading the book, whatever it is, whatever the simple daily task is that you can do. And the more times you do this, the more times your brain will recognize the impact that you're having in life, in and around you, in your environment, both internal and external, and you will be able to feel better. You will just be able to feel better. And this is a fact that I have gained for myself after not understanding all of the definitions or over the top explanations, and also coming from people that frankly I didn't really relate with because they were already so far beyond where I'm at that it was hard to actually take any advice, any real advice, if I found any, and apply it. Now, advice and definitions and ideas are all great, but actions have to be the biggest tool to implement. You have to take action. And by doing and choosing a million different actions at your disposal is what's really going to make the difference. Now, this is the beginning of the self-esteem and self-confidence program. This then trickles out into relationships and work and business and recovery and all these different things. But this is the basis of it. So I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope that you continue to come back and listen to my ideas and opinions and theories. And if you're really struggling, get the help that you need. Just get the help that you need, please. Even if it's helping yourself. You can get help by helping yourself. You can't do it alone, though. We are tribal people. We have to belong to a community. We have to belong to a group. We have to be able to provide and receive from others. It's just the way it is. It's the natural order of the human being. We are not reptiles that can lay eggs and walk away, and then those eggs hatch and they do their own thing. We are human beings that are emotional and conscious and capable, and I believe in you, and I just want to help you believe in yourself even more as well. So thank you for taking the time to be here today, and remember to continue working on yourself to become elite.